Yeah, baby.
Hey Jim, I can't believe it's been almost a week, or yeah, I think it's been a week since I worked on this stupid paint project again. Now I think I'm approaching 6 months since I started working on this thing back here. I just can't tame that gun, so I've been doing some more reading, and I'm going to repaint just half of my Mercedes roof here. If you remember, I painted the whole thing and I got this terrible amount of orange peel. And so what I've done is I've just resanded and re-prepared this one side and got it mostly down to the original bluish greenish color again. And I've been thinking about it and doing some research. And it seems like to minimize that orange peel problem is maybe I need to bump up my pressure just a little bit, and maybe I need to thin my material just a little bit. So I'm going to try to do this this time with, instead of running 28 pounds at the handle, I'm going to bump it up to about 35 pounds at the handle of my Black Widow, and then I'm going to add about maybe 10 or 15% thinner, which is acetone, to my black paint. And then I'm also going to turn back the rate of delivery a little bit and move my gun a little bit closer to the work. All of those things seem to be things that people suggested in order to get around the or at least improve the orange peel problem a little bit. And I'm not going to worry too much about dust or bugs because I am painting the roof outside, and that's kind of hard to avoid. But when it comes time to actually paint this, it'll be inside the garage, so I shouldn't have too big of a bug problem. I'll probably still get a little dust, but if I could just get the orange peel situation down to where it's at least something I could correct with a light color sanded buff afterwards, then I'm going to attack this car. But until then, I can't really go for it on the car because I don't want to have to do it multiple times. I keep waiting for it to get quieter around here. The neighbor's dog won't shut up, but now that the dog has kind of started to shut up, now the other neighbor's gardeners have showed up, so I'm just going to have to go ahead and muscle through this. Sorry about all the noise. So I got it masked off and cleaned again, and I think we're pretty much ready to go. So this time when I spray, I'm going to put you guys here in this little tripod, and you'll be looking down at the top kind of like that, and you'll get to see me actually spray it if I do it right. Oh boy, I bet you can't wait. Alright, I got my paint mixed up, and I played around with patterns on the end of this box, and I think I've got the shape of my pattern done right. And so now I'm going to suit up with my mask and gloves and glasses, and I'm going to spray. Okay, just like before, I gotta do 2 coats and it says 10-minute flash time in between. I've still got orange peel, but way less than the last time. I'll show you. And I'm gonna do a second coat, and the first time I did this, the second coat made things a lot better. So I have some hope here. This isn't looking too terrible. So I'll recoat it in about 8 more minutes. Oh, I forgot to turn the camera on for the second coat, but I did do a second coat, and I think I've got it now. Because if you look at the finish, there's still some orange peel, but from what I've been able to see online, that's about as good as you can expect from the HVLP type gun. And I would be able to color sand and buff this a little bit and get it a lot smoother. Now you have to ignore the dust. There's a lot of dust in it, but just the orange peel. The orange peel problem looks like it's pretty good. You can still see a little bit, but remember, ignore the dust. So I'm going to give it about a half hour while I clean the gun and the equipment, and then I'll come back and carefully unmask it, and we'll compare it to my first try. This is the orange peel from my first attempt. And as you can see, it's pretty terrible. It would not be something you could recover with wet sanding. It would always have dimples and orange peel unless you get all the way down to the original color. It's that bad. And this is my second attempt. There's still orange peel, but much less than over here. And with this side, again, ignore all the dust and bugs. That's what happens when you come outside. But this side, it looks like if I wanted it to be a mirror finish, all I'd have to do is color sand it and buff it. If you, again, ignore all of the dust. Okay, so that means my little victim here is going to get painted soon. No, this time it really is. I think I'm going to paint it probably not till next week, because I think we're going to go camping on the weekend. But we'll see. If we go somewhere cool, I'll post a video. I think we're going to go somewhere, probably out to the desert, maybe to the mountains, but I'm thinking desert. And we're going to take the off-road X5 and do a little camping. We'll see. Keep your fingers crossed. Thanks for watching.
Novel virus with a mortality rate in the low 20s, no treatment protocol, and no vaccine at this time.
That is correct.
From here on out, I want no one working on this except for BSL 4. Last thing we need is for this thing to walk out of the lab on the bottom of someone's shoe.